Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shrapnel from the Geisable Games, back with some more Final Fantasy IX in depth, and we are going to continue with Mount Galug, which Mount Galug is kind of a shorter dungeon, but since I kind of ended in like halfway through, it's like, I guess it's not, well, you know what, actually we'll get to it when we get to it, but this is probably going to be a longer episode because there's going to be a lot of story stuff and I don't want to like cut in the middle of it, so I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes, but like stuff's going to happen and like there's there's still some mini boss fights and there's the actual boss fight and then more stuff happens, you know. It's a busy time. Hey, I think that should do enough to kill these guys so we don't have to worry about... Like, I'm just looking at how Vivi's trance bar is, like, almost full. And, like, I want to see if I can get that to trigger during the boss fight, but I don't think that's going to happen. And, like, even the mini-boss fights, like, the funny thing is, 2 of the 3 like, attacks of the Red Dragon are wind, which means that Vivi doesn't take damage from them. So he's unlikely to trance during those fights either, because, like, they only have 1 physical attack, and they don't tend to, like, hit with it. I heard you should pull the lever down a second time. Une the mole. Just like Une's mirror. Who'd have thought? Oh god. This is like the one area where like... Well, okay, it's not the one area, but this is like one of the biggest rooms of the area, so it's like... This is like the most common area to get encounters. Holy moly, the triple Vepple! You know what? Let's use Thievery. I haven't used it during like a main episode yet, so there you go. Let's check out that damage. I've stolen so many things during this playthrough. Oh yeah, look at that damo. And here comes the Lava Goon. That did not... Oh, because that heals him, of course. Like, Vivi is, like immune to everything in this dungeon. The double miss, though. And here comes Scorch, so, he's immune. I can just Thievery him, though, but I'm not going to, because that's boring. Why do that when I can just steal from him instead? Like, man, we feel like you feel so strong at this point. Like, look at this damage. I can kill that guy by stealing from him. This guy, I don't know. I'm just gonna stab him. Not the best damage, but you know, whatever. Screw this guy. I'm just gonna smack him. Oh, the crit! Dude, I'm getting crit by enemies a lot this episode. You know what it probably is that we probably finally hit the threshold where enemies can start to actually crit because their spirit stats are just high enough now. Oh, come on, Quina. Oh, yet another attack that's not going to affect Vivi and trance him, which is good, but... It's very funny. Me, it didn't even affect him. Oh, no! Holy, another crit? What the heck? Man, like I said, I've said this many times already, but crits are just so rare in this game that it's surprising me how often it's happening. Do 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 do. Guy, I love this song. So this little area just leads to another dead end, which has a Gaia gear. Not particularly useful because like we've got a couple of those already, but like I mean you might as well, right? This is probably gonna be the ghouls, right? I'm gonna be honest. We're about to fight the, like another like thing. I don't feel like fighting these guys. Let's get out of here. I don't even need their money. Who needs Flea Gill? Let me also quickly like heal us. There we go. Alright. So I tried to be a little coy about it, but I kind of spoiled it. Crash. Yeah, now the red dragon shows up once you walk over here. I don't know actually what exactly triggers it. I'm pretty sure it's when you like walk over to that like specific area and then come back. Because like the sign we read is before where they are, but maybe it's from reading that too. I don't know. Anyways, obviously, let's immediately spam them with status moves if you can. It's a good strat for this fight. Because they have quite a bit of HP, and they're, like I said, they're not immune to anything, so go buck wild. Let's hit him with the Brad Breath. Hit him with that cigarette smoke. Hey! We've had pretty good Bad Breath luck. Bad Breath's accuracy isn't that bad, but it's like, I'd say it's generally about a coin flip. And then from here, I don't know, let's, I'll try to, I mean, that guy's already minied, so let's try to mini this one. Man, my mini luck is terrible. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Well, I guess we'll just Osmos for now then. Wow. Thanks for the MP. Alright, what are you guys gonna do? Oh, so the funny thing is, actually that's not true, I don't think. His attack has less accuracy because he's confused, but he can still definitely miss that guy because that only affects his evasion. It doesn't affect the actual accuracy of the confused guy's attack. Right. I guess let's steal from Dragon. They don't actually have anything particularly special to steal. They have like better consumables, like they have tents and stuff, but like I wouldn't say it's particularly good. Anyways, watch how much damage this does. Oh no! 1 damage! Yeah. Oh boy. They really get boned by that, huh? You know, just for fun, let's throw out our Twister, because these guys are weak to winds. Check out that Twister damage. Oomph! Yeah, that's some good damage. That's some Quena damage right there. I'll try to mini him again, I guess. It's not like Garnet's doing anything else. I wanna get some stuff from him. I might as well just steal from him a few times, right? Wow, my mini luck is really bad, though, huh? I mean, at this point, it's like, well, whatever then. I guess I'll just keep stealing. I guess I'll slow this guy. I'm just throwing out stat specs at this point because I'm just kind of stalling. Because it's like, once you've hit one guy with Bad Breath and the other guy's been hit by Confused Soul Blade, it's like you pretty much won the fight at that point. Oh, here comes his Twister. This will be a little scarier, but it's still not going to do that much. Like, that's some decent damage, but like, his like, that does half damage, right? Because he's minied. That would have done actually quite a bit if he wasn't me. That would have hit Zidane for like 16,000. I guess 1,600. I'm not even American, and I've started saying 1,600, 16,000 and whatnot. When like, should I try to hit him with the mini again? I don't know. No, we haven't used Confuse ever. Let's try to confuse him instead of Soul Blading him, because if he does, oh! The other guy died off screen. Boom, dead. Alright, well. Either way, Soul Blade is obviously fantastic for these fights because it just always hits them. And Confusion at this point is great on them because it basically sucks up their turn for free and makes them, like, do jack shit. At most, they might do, like, some damage to you, but it's unlikely. Because their, like, attacks are pretty inaccurate. I'm gonna try to heal, just because, like, you know, half MP in battle, right? It's kind of funny that he died to the poison. Like, that's not super... I mean, I guess that's not totally true. They have... There you go, yeah! Passive win for the win, as they say. You know, I'm hip and young, right? That's why I actually took the day off work today, because it's a long weekend. So I got a day off. I don't usually take days off, but... You know, I mean, do I come across that way? I don't tend to like to take days off from work. Not necessarily because I'm some really hard worker, but just like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough to do otherwise anyways, so... And it was old tent. Because we got another area to go to here. Let's also slap on that Gaia gear since we got another piece. Like, I might as well. I'm trying to think about what the boss we're about to fight is. So, the only magic attack the dragons have is Twister, and that ignores magic defense anyways. The boss does use a lot of magic, though, so... It's probably a good idea. I mean, these other two don't really have to worry about it, though, huh? I guess I'll put the feather boots on. And we got Curaga, so we'll put on the racket. Do 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 do. God, I love this song. Like, I know I already said that, but I really do. This is one of my favorite songs in, like, the whole series. I guess we can slap the running shoes into Vivi. He doesn't need to be immune to fire anymore. And yeah, we're pretty much good there. I'm not gonna worry about abilities just yet. So there's a bit of a puzzle here. If you could, you know, if you just jump on this, right, you can't. You kind of can go up and down, but you can't really go anywhere else. I also like that like they didn't try very hard with this thing. So like, notice how like Zidane kind of just goes to the other rope part here. He just kind of skitters across, but like you can tell like he's climbing up above this this wheel thing where the rope is attached to, and you're like, they didn't try very hard with that one. Like I'll complain about that, even though it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna leave the screen for a sec just to reset my encounter because I just kind of fucked around there for a sec. So there's a bit of a puzzle here, but it's a very funny puzzle, I think, because it's like they basically ask you whether you want to pull the lever up or down, and it's like, okay, well, if you've been paying attention, the solution to this puzzle is to pull down 3 times, and then there you go. So the funny thing with this too is that, so not only is the solution very obvious, like I've seen people in fact solve this puzzle without even realizing this was even meant to be anything, because it's just do the same thing 3 times, and it's like pulling it down 3 times is almost makes sense. Like, but that's what the signs around are for. And the funny thing is, you don't even need to read those signs, right? Because you can solve this puzzle right away, and it's very easy to solve by accident. You don't need to do any of any of the side rooms here. You can just, if you potentially want to, you can just skip basically the whole dungeon by just doing this, and you're just already basically done the dungeon here. But I love the way this screen looks. Like the water going down the well here. So this screen can be a bit weird, because it's like, who knows where you're supposed to go. The solution to where you're supposed to go is this corner over here. And then a dragon busts through the wall and gives people heart attacks, as they do. The dragons are really good at that. And we get a nice unique bottom of the well battle arena here. Now. Anyways, let's hit one of them with Soul Blade before he gets a chance to smack us. Should I Bad Breath again? I mean, let's try something else, you know? You know what? Let's try some insta-kill stuff. I just got Frost. It's cheaper. So technically, that's the one benefit it has over Mustard Bomb. It's unlikely to hit because it's pretty inaccurate, but hey, you never know. Let's try Odin too, why not? Just throw out all like the random insta-kill stuff for funsies, you know? Hey, we got him! There you go. Boom. And, oh, I don't know. Let's just throw out Death. It's about a 1 in 3 chance to hit. Vivi's Magistat is pretty high, so it's probably actually a little higher than that, but it's still like... Dang, you know? Let's throw another Frost, like why not? Actually, you know, let's detect them. I actually don't remember what they carry. Like, I know they have the tent. Like, what do they actually carry? Like, they have the tent. Do they have anything, like, other than that? They probably have a pinion, if I had to guess. They have an elixir. That's pretty good. Apparently they carry several items. Wow. Well, fuck. I guess let's actually... You know what? Let's actually try to steal from this guy, then. So... I guess, first of all, let's try to mini him again. I'm actually... Since I can steal... Since I stole a tent from him, let's use the tent trick. Because those elixirs are actually, like, pretty limited. Obviously, this is the only time you can fight these guys, so... Oh, he made Vivi trance. I had a feeling I was gonna have that. This is not the way I expected this to happen. That's kind of unfortunate because he actually almost did make it to the boss. Because the boss is right after this. Well, you know, let's take advantage. I mean, the ether's still nice. Let's just like, you know, the double death for fun. Get double death, idiot. And the first one missed, but can the second one hit? If this misses too, it's gonna be funny. Damn, man, my status luck is terrible. Except for Bad Breath for some reason. Oh no, Area Slash. That'll actually do some damage. I take it back, it did like nothing. I guess it is a physical attack. Wow, I really just cannot hit anything, huh? Well, let's stab him. I'll steal with Zidane one more time because I kind of really want an elixir if I can. There you go. Alright, we're just going to double Blizzaga him. The old vintage hit him with a bunch of damage because Vivi is doing the fat damage at this point. Like, in trance, Vivi basically one-shots these guys because he hits them with 2 spells, and they have about 8,000 health. Wow, that one did a lot more damage than the first one, jeez. Nice job. And they dropped some ethers for us, too, how nice. However, I'm actually gonna backtrack for a sec here so we can go use a tent. Hey, get up! Get up! Zidane climbs up this rope a lot slower than he climbs down it. Which makes sense, of course. It's just kind of funny. Alright, let's use that last tent that I bought, or whatever. I don't know, it puts us at 40. It's a magic number I arbitrarily made up, I guess. Alright, alright. Oh, he can't menu on the rope. I didn't even know that. Alright, so first of all, for this boss, we want a couple things. Big thing is, we don't need body temperature. You want antibody. This boss does like to poison you. There's another thing he can do, but we don't have to worry about that, so... I guess other than that, I mean, I don't know, Devil Killer? The boss is a devil of a sort, and then I guess Distract, why not? Yeah, keep antibody, I'll put Loudmouth on, whatever. Then I'll put I guess auto regen back on. Just to help keep Garnet alive. We don't need ad status, because I think every boss in the game is immune to trouble anyways. Not that it would be all that helpful if you could, but... You know, they really didn't want you to inflict trouble on bosses for some reason, so, you know, there you go. Reflect times 2. Ooh. Oh, wait, now I think about it, though. But, you know, let's put Reflect times 2 on. So, Reflect times 2 is exactly what it says it is. When a spell gets bounced by Reflected. I think this is one of those, I think I mentioned before, right? One of the very few differences between the Japanese and the international version of this game is that they, for some reason, buffed bouncing spells, but I actually don't know the exact details of how that works. However, I know that this is 100% true. Whatever damage you do by bouncing spells, this doubles it. So Reflect times 2 is basically how you make Vivi do easy 9999 in this game. This is basically all he needs to just do max damage. You can do max damage with even like weaker spells, but I digress. Let's antibody, everything else we don't really need, blah blah blah. I mean, I guess High Tide's not really useful for Quena, but like, I mean, I might as well. It's like anything else. And like, maybe it'll cure a status if we get lucky, because this boss does inflict a status we cannot be immune to, so... Oh wait, but we have half MP, actually. Alright, fine. Half MP is obviously fantastic for Quena in particular, because a lot of Quena spells are actually really expensive. Like, Mighty Guard is 64, right? So half MP drops that down to 32. That's a huge decrease. I don't think Quena's Fork even does a status right now, right? Well, it does sleep, but I don't think this boss is actually not vulnerable to sleep, even though, like, for some reason a ton of bosses in this game are. I don't know why. But I guess I'll just keep it on. And everything else is probably good here. This boss mostly just does non-elemental attacks anyways, so there's no point in bothering with elemental resistance, so... Zidane, it's Aiko! Kuja and the Black Mages are there too! Aiko! That must be the extraction spell. I've always loved the implications of this. So they kind of talk about this, but it's like, it's very interesting that I'm not gonna read their dialogue because they auto progress and I don't want to speed run reading their text. But there are only two extraction circles in this whole game. One of them was in Alexandria Castle, which, you know, Alexandria Castle is literally an eidolon. And then the other one's in the bottom of this volcano where these wolves live. So the implication is that you know. But wait, Dagger. I know. We all know how you feel. Come on, let's do it. The implication is that the moles were in fact also summoners. Now, I don't think anything ever really even like implies how they how they got wiped out, but you can probably assume it's the same as the actual summoner tribe. That was odd. Odd that was. We failed again. Again we have failed. Did you make some mistake? Make mistake I did not. Yours the mistake must be. I made no mistake at all. The truth, do you speak? Of course I speak the truth. Will you two just shut up? It's his fault. His fault it is. The one who messed up is you. You're the one who messed up. I said shut up! I don't want to hear excuses. I sense power from within her. Continue the extraction. Continuing further will endanger the subject's life. Only at the age of 16 can Eidolons be extracted. You two just don't get it. I need an Eidolon more powerful than Alexander. An Eidolon with the power to bury Garland. His powers are so incredible, I cannot even come close. I must destroy him before Terra's plan is activated, or my soul will no longer be my own. Who cares if she lives? I want that Eidolon. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, that is a lot of foreshadowing. Everything he's saying here is, he's not making anything up, right? Why would he? What reason would he have to lie to Zorn and Thorn anyways? Kupo! Where did that come from? You, get out of our way! Master! They just immediately are like, oh, well. Well? Her pet Moogle is interfering with the extraction process. Certain we are that it caused the failure. Kill the runt! We're running out of time! Kupo. Mog. No, Mog. Hide behind me. Mog, what is it? And then Mog hits her with the text boxless text, so I'm gonna assume that Mog is just like hitting her with the thoughts. Just beaming thoughts directly into her head, so I'm not even gonna read these. Mog, what are you saying? Mog! This way? Whoa! Mog! We will put you to death! Put you to death we will. Love that. These poor guys don't even get a boss theme. Just a regular encounter theme. Although I guess that's kind of, well, I'd say that's consistent, but that's not consistent because the first time you fight them, they do get the boss theme. So, Aiko, use Terra Homing, Kupo. Okay. And yeah, this is a scripted fight. You don't get to do shit. This fight's also funny because Aiko uses Terra Homing here. So because of that, this one summon, you don't get the chance to, like the flag I talked about way back when, where the first time you use a summon is always the full animation, gets triggered here automatically. So you can't save this one. Anyways, yeah, these guys just like mega ultra die. 5,000 damage. Nice one. And they're dead. I do find it funny that even though that... So, Mog was Medine, as it's referred to in-game. Whether that's the actual name or not, I don't know, but that's the name they went with this game, because like this game's a little weird with that sometimes. Like the attack that Medine uses is called Terra Homing. And some people, once again, it's like, is it supposed to be terraforming? Because, you know, Medine's doing a lot of like rock destruction and whatnot. But even in Japanese, once again, the lettering they use suggests that it is supposed to be Terra Homing. But Terra Homing can also kind of mean terraforming. It's weird. Like, I don't know what's up with that. Like Terra Homing is like there's like an archaic way of saying it that it kind of means the same thing. It's very strange, and I'm not sure. This game is like one of the like some of the random move names are so strange in this game. Because it's like, even in the original game, they're weird. So it's not like this is some translation issue. That's just how it is. But I do love the detail that even though Medine was an Eidolon that became Mog, and they aren't Mog anymore, but she still says Kupo, you know? Like, that's funny. I almost said he, because that's just what I default to, because that's English for you, but Medine is very much a lady Eidolon in this game. You know, Mog's a girl too, right? Aiko, are you okay? I'm alright. Mog saved me. I never knew that Mog was an Eidolon. She always looked after me, disguised as a Moogle. Even though she was weak. She fought her best to protect me. So that's what happened. Hey, I just realized, so this text box just doesn't have Zidane's thing in it? Which is like, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's like, this pretty much never happens. Unless it's like an exclamation, you know what I mean? Like, Eiko, text box says Eiko, Mog's ribbon. Mog. But then again, I guess hers says it does tier 2. It's weird. I never even thought about it. I wonder how much consistency there is in that. Hey, we get a ribbon! It's alright, Eiko. Mog will always watch over you. You're right. It doesn't do it here either. How can that... I never even realized... Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe it's just not consistent at all, and it's just kind of whatever they feel works. That Moogle went into a trance? Kuja! So, an eruption of anger against one's surroundings induces a complete trance. It's not the will to live, nor is it the desire to protect another. Man, you're really going off. Hello? That means I simply need a powerful soul, even if that soul is not my own. No, wait. And they can be found there! Ha 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 ha! Kuja, what are you plotting? I am done with you. Wait a minute. Vivi, look out! Don't worry, I hear these twins put on quite a good show. Of course, they're not really... Oh, let me say this properly. Of course, they're really not twins at all. Because I really like that line. It's like, yeah, no, these guys aren't even twins. Wait, what about the black mages? No, Vivi, it's too dangerous. Whoa! Zidane, something's wrong. I thought we defeated them. We defeated them, he says, like Eiko didn't do everything. And they have this, like, freaky, cool little, like, Final Fantasy VII style, like, after image sort of thing where, like, they just have, like, a second model that's just, like, transparent, basically. And then, well, you know, they show up. They sure do show up. Take a good look at Melta Gemini. And also Eiko's with us, because Vivi, who was required for the dungeon, runs away, and now we just kind of have Eiko with us, so... There's a couple things you can do here, and I'm probably not even going to have to do a half part for this guy, because mostly everything I'm going to talk about is like what I extremely recommend right away to do, which is, since you have both Eiko and Dagger with you, try to hit him with a status. So, Bad Breath works, but you can also use Mini, because... here's your big status for this boss fight is he can be minied, and it's really good if you can hit him with it. It may take a few tries, obviously, because he's kind of high level. Oh, and here's his attack, Viral Smoke. Now you're all carrying a virus too, and wow, it actually made Eiko trance, which is actually kind of perfect. That's actually rad that Eiko is ready to go for this fight. That's funny. There's really nothing otherwise to do. There we go. We got him minied. All right, that's perfect because that means Eiko can throw out Cura and I don't know. Like, there's really nothing else to do. Like, I guess. I'm actually going to cast Shell on Eiko because she's kind of fragile right now, so it's probably a good idea. And other than that, I mean, I don't know. He's not really vulnerable to anything else. I mean, oh, that's not true. You can blind him, too. But, like, blinding was kind of pointless when he's been minied already. Damn, I don't know what it is, but the shell palette on Trance Ico looks like... That is a very, like, aesthetically pleasing color palette. I guess while we're stalling, I mean, you know what, I'll throw a 10 down. We haven't even done damage to him yet, right? So... See if we can blind him. Not having good tent luck so far either. Smack for 18 damage. Whoa, better blind him to make sure that doesn't happen again. Dude, my trance luck is actually terrible. What the hell? It's kind of funny that we just use Medine, but you can't actually use it for this fight because we don't have the ribbon equipped. So I guess I'll just keep Ico on standby. And we'll just throw another tent or two at Melt the Gemini while Zidane stealing. Because Melt the Gemini, once again, very good things to steal, and since we have Master Thief now, stealing just isn't anywhere near as annoying. It's actually pretty consistent at this point. There we go. Get blinded. Alright. I guess in the meantime, we'll just have Garnet just throw out Ifrits. If she ever does it. I mean, you know. Oh, here's Bio. This is what you want antibody for. He has both a single target Bio. Oh, really? A single target Bio and a multi-target Bio. This boss, it can be scary if you don't mini though, because it does actually do quite a bit of damage. And like, the big thing is that Ico kind of comes in, right? She just kind of gets dumped in here, so you can't. If you want to prep her for this boss fight, you would have had to have done it way back in the Desert Palace, basically. This guy is also weak to fire, by the way. So you know. Kaboom! Just wham. 5,000 damage, no big deal. Ouch, man, that did so much damage. Golden Hairpin, there we go. That actually might be the last thing he has to steal. Let me check. Oh, he has Venom Powder too, so yeah, there you go. I forgot about Venom Powder. There we go. Alright, doesn't have anything? Well, you know what that means. I'm gonna let Zidane do some, have some fun here, I guess, you know? We do have Grand Lethal. I've even seen Grand Lethal. You know what? Grand Lethal it is. Check it out. This is definitely a 9999, right? Oh yeah. Whew. That's some damage. I mean, you know, let's let Quina do something before we Ifrit again with Dagger. Let's throw, like, let's twist her, you know? It's not weak to wind, obviously, but it's not weak to earth either, so... Wham, some 3,000 damage. We can use, Phoenix at you with, Ico, too, because that's fire damage. Let's check out that damage, too. Just let everyone get a good whack on the boss. We got the full animation, too. I only did 800? Damn, Dagger. You way stronger right now, I guess. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, Dagger failed anyways. Well, I mean, hey, we put on Devil Killer, so let's just, smack him for 3,000. Here comes another bio. Ouch! So we'll just double Kira, and then hopefully Ifrit will finish him off. And if not, I've got an Earth Shake with his name on it. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, wait, I just realized. Shit! Oh, that's funny though. I forgot. So when you use double magic, right? Even though the trance wore off, I think I totally forgot about this. You know what? If this finishes him off, then so be it. So he inflicted virus on everyone, and I forgot to cure it because Aiko's trance happened, and I just like forgot about it. So even though this guy gave us 11 AP, we actually don't get any experience from it at all. Because that's what virus do, you get no AP or experience. So unfortunately, we got kind of boned there. We missed out on some AP, but it's fine. Let's just say that's my bad for forgetting. Oops. Vivi, where's Kuja? Did he get away? Vivi? Everyone knew he was lying, but they still followed him. He said that our lifespans can't be extended, and that we were fools for believing him. What? Kuja said that? I'm so sorry for all I've done. You guys don't have to apologize. Where are the others? They were so shocked to hear it, they're all sitting down over there. Zidane, what am I supposed to tell them? Vivi. Hey Vivi, where are you going? All I can do is just sit with them. That bastard! When I get my hands on him... Pardon me, but is someone there? Check out this lady. Who might you be? Where was that Kuja gone? Oh, him. He's split, lady. What? You chased him away? I know not who you are, but you have my sincere gratitude. Could this be? Princess Garnet? Why, it is you! Oh, how long it has been, and I accidentally skipped the text because I fat-fingered the A button there. I haven't seen your highness for ages. My. And now I'm fat-fingering my mouth. Why, look how you've grown. So, whatever brought you to this dreadful place? Who is this lady? What's a friend of yours doing here, anyway? Oh, my darling Ribbit, Hilda! I finally found you, Ribbit! I do not remember ever marrying a toad. It's me, Ribbit, Sid! Of course. That mustache! It really is you! I love that. Like, she recognizes him by his freaking mustache. Hilda, come back to the castle, Ribbit, and return me to my former self, Ribbit. Dreadfully sorry, my sugar cup, but I surrendered your favorite airship to a man named Kuja. Forget about it, Ribbit, as long as you're alright, Ribbit. Oh, my sweet Froggy Woggy. So, you know Kuja? I'm gonna make him pay. Please tell me all about him. Very well, my dear. I shall tell you everything once we reach Lindblum. Ew. Ew. I wonder how many people got here and were just like, what? Like, this is a pretty, like, surprising moment, I guess, to just suddenly find Hilda after all this time. She's just with Kuja, hanging out. Ribbit! Kuja didn't touch you, did he? His soul was filled with hate, but he was polite to me. He just talked an awful lot. What about, Ribbit? Well, he divulged his master plan to me. I didn't even have to ask. It was tiresome. But what he spoke of, it was truly a scene from a nightmare. What did he say? That he was not of this world. He said his aim was to use this world to acquire an even more destructive power. The taking of Hildegard I was a part of this process. We must tell Zidane about this, Ribbit. You have valuable information. Which led me to believe that my abduction wasn't a part of his plan. He was a hopeless narcissist, but at least he wasn't a skirt chaser like you. Ugh, you just hit me where it hits... You hurt me where it hits most. Yeah, that's what he said. You hit me where it hurts most. Ribbit, I'm sorry about that. That's why I risked my life to rescue you. Oh, really? Are you sure it wasn't... You weren't there just to take back Hildegard I? Man, I can't talk right now. I'm trying to do her like an accent, like a slight accent for her. It's making it hard for me to talk. I'm not Ryan. I'm not Ryan. Wow, Let me just... Blah. I'm not lying, Ribbit. I apologize. So please, turn me back, Ribbit. I'm sick of being an Oglop or a frog. I'll never cheat on you again. Ever. I promise. See, I can't say anything. You know what? I say the way I'm saying it is better. Screw you, Ribbit. Can your words be trusted? I don't lie, Ribbit. I swear on my father's name. Alright, I'll turn you back. But it's going to be much worse if you ever cheat on me again. I love the way that he like jumps into her lap and she just holds him. Like there's something about this that's like very cute. I understand. Now turn me back. Maybe I'll turn you into a hedgehog pie. Irk! But please no, Ribbit. Now turn me back. Alright, alright. So this is a topic, an interesting topic, because people can't even decide what this is. Is she hugging him? Or is she kissing him? Because, you know, Maiden's kiss is historically the way to cure frog status in this series. This game doesn't actually have the frog status, presumably because of this whole Sid plot, where I guess the frog status is like advanced magic that we just don't know. Like, the implication here is that Hilda is a fairly adept mage, because she just has she can just turn people into Oglops and into frogs. Like, Lagomorph, all that jazz. Finally, Ribbit, I'm human again! Guac! I can concentrate on building Hildegard 3! Darn it! I must stop that. Check him out, look at this sucker, he's finally a dude again, look at that mustache. Oh yeah, that's it alright. Dear, I'm sorry about everything, Hilda. We apparently we're taking a nap, I guess. They're getting it on in bed, right? Zidane. Dagger? Mr. Zidane. Why are you calling me Mr. Zidane? Mr. Zidane, please get up! Oh, it was just a dream. What's up? Lady Hilda is calling a meeting. Please go to the conference room. Okay, I just wish I could have dreamt a bit longer. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. I actually forgot we get control here. We could go on a little longer. What's my recording at? It's at like 50 minutes. You know what? This could be a longer part, but you know what? Like, this is right before, once again, the world map is about to get another big opening. As long as, if, you know, it wasn't surprising, but, let's grab a letter from Moggy and deliver it to Kamul. I'm trying to think, is there really anything? I mean, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna save. We could do another part, but we'll keep it short. I don't actually have I don't think this episode is gonna have a half part. There's maybe one thing to show off, but I'll probably just stick it at the end of the episode anyways. So, that's gonna be it for this part. Where's my save slot gonna be? I guess the back of the top here. All the way back at Tahanda Shores. Man, look how, like, all these saves are just, like, me doing chocobo stuff. Look at all this. But it's A-okay. That means it's easy to save over. Anyways, that'll be it for this part. See you guys later. Right, so the one thing I totally forgot to show is that, if you don't have Vivi here, he kind of just pops in anyways. Right? Because, like, the conversation here is, like, revolves around Vivi anyways, so... If you, don't have Vivi with you, he comes anyways, and then, Let me just fast forward through this, blah blah blah. What about the girl? Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's gotta be Aiko. I'm going to, and then I think everyone will understand. Yeah, they can't let Kujo control them forever. And you have to make your party again. And Vivi is required. Woo! Look at it, Vivi. Whoa. Alright. See you guys later.